Hey fellow wargamers, this is Johannes from Dust War Journals bringing you a Dust 1947 unboxing. This time it's the Loki/Loth Tropical version for the Axis, or more specifically for the NDAK or NDAK faction. This is a medium-size walker, and it has some pretty cool things we're going to look at right in a minute. So, let's get this plastic out of the way and get into the box itself. And what do we find here under the foam? We find some weapons. We find the body itself. We find even more weapons. And finally, we find the cards. So let's take a look at the card for this. First off, we got the Tropical Loki. Right there. 11 points and advanced reactive fire. And the weapon line is very interesting for this. This is an anti-air walker. So you got the quad anti-aircraft guns, range 10, very good at shooting at all levels of infantry, and semi-decent at shooting at vehicles, at least up to vehicle 3, not so much after that. And of course it excels at shooting at aircraft. It also has 2 standard machine guns with the standard weapon lines, one of which can fire also at aircraft. So this is definitely the walker to bring if you want an NDAK walker that can handle aircraft. As you see there from the stat line, it has the potential to do 10 damage, even 11 damage to a helicopter if you're lucky. But it has that opportunity, it has that possibility to do that. So this is a really cool walker. Let's take a look at the other card. There we go, the Loth Tropical, 9 points, as the same chassis but gripping arms. So it has charge, engineering, vehicle, mechanic, and grapple. And that combination of charge and grapple is really, really cool. We'll check that out just in a second after we look at the other side of this card. And as you can see from the weapon arms, nothing long range here. We got the same standard machine guns as with the Loki version. But instead of the anti-aircraft guns, we got the paired claws, which is a close combat weapon. As you can see, not that much damage potential, but this is an engineering vehicle. This is supposed to go around repairing your other vehicles, but in a pinch it can charge in and it can use its claws to maybe not do that much damage, but since it has grapple, it can incapacitate whatever it charges. So that could be a very good reason to use this walker. So now let's take a look at the actual model itself. And there you have it, with the machine guns and the Loth arms. And as usual with Dust models, there's a bit of posability involved here. The arms are just attached with a peg, so you can pose them whichever way you want. Also, the claws themselves are also a bit poseable, so you can change that around. The negative about this is that they can come loose, so you might have to, after you've decided exactly on the pose and the configuration you want, you might want to glue it, or you might want to put like some extra paint or something to just widen the gaps and make it a bit tighter. The same is true also for the legs, which can be moved like this, but they don't really hold the model up because of the kind of front heavy design of it. So that's something to be aware of. But it's a very, very cool classic chassis. It's really bristling with detail all over. I've painted a few of these myself and they're a joy to paint. It can also be detached in the middle, so you can get a bit more control of the paint job here. You can even put this not attached, you can pull this apart and just get your brush in there to paint everything. So let's just take a look at how this looks with the other set of weapons. And there you have it, with the Loki weapons, the anti-aircraft version. This is really, really cool for me. I absolutely love this walker. I almost always use it when I play the NDAK. just because it's so amazingly good at handling aircraft, and it can also make mincemeat out of almost every infantry unit that your opponent will throw at it. So a staple, I would say, for the Endak army. You might want to run maybe one, maybe two, but not more than that. But it's a really cool addition to your Endak army. And that's it for this unboxing. If you like this video, please leave a comment or a like, or even subscribe to the channel. Or you can always head over to dustwarjournals.com and check out all our other content there. Thank you so much for watching. Johannes out.